Oh, we've got new music. I haven't even listened to this before. Vegas Grand Prix. We're in America and it's round 5 of season 19 in SLR. And in case you forgot the orders that your years come, you can look at a quick timeline of history there. And we are in North America. For those GeoGuessr players, we're on the west coast in California. No, we're in Nevada. Excuse me, I definitely know my geography. Oh, and look at all this. The landmarks in Vegas. And it always reminds me, this track, of a pig. Because it's a pig-shaped track map. 2 DRS zones around the sphere. And it's a technical track. A lot of heavy braking zones you've got to get spot on. And would you know it, we've got the soft, the medium and the hard all being used today, we hope, if it's not raining. And remember that this week it is a sprint race, so buckle up for some exciting action in the reverse grid start as we pop over to the main thing, but not before I've unmuted Ocean Chief, who is here stuck with me for the next 5 hours.
Yeehaw! Get off your horse and drink my milk.
What?
Oh, that's Texas. Sorry. Yeah. Getting to the standings. Christian, top of the leaderboard in the McLaren. He's got 70 points. Persigilli, 54 points. 53 points is Tenari and Noah, 53. Mercedes are leading the constructors. But yeah, looking very forward to this very race.
Everyone is on the medium except for Pizza and Mex, who are on the hards. Go ahead.
I'd just like to point out, Joel, you didn't clarify how many sectors there are in this race.
Oh, right. Yeah,
your
sorry. 3 sectors once again.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so hello chat, if you're just joining us, sprint race, and then we've got sure quali, and then 50% feature race. So the reverse championship order is the grid for this one, with the reserves at the back. So the reserve for this one is Mex, Ever Snacks, and Eagle Ghost, and John Wick.
Yes, and looks to be perfectly dry, unlike the real life weekend. So, yeah, we were talking briefly about this track before we came on air. It's sort of not very nice to drive in some parts. It's very low grip generally, so it's difficult to keep your car exactly where you want it, especially on older tyres.
Oh dear, I'm seeing Wirch driving into a wall here as he, but I'm seeing a bit of lag as well, so I don't know if that's actually happening on your screen, Joel, as well. But yeah, everybody's weaving like crazy right now.
Quite a long lap as well, hence we only have 9 laps in this sprint race. So yeah, as the driver's coming up towards the grid, we'll look to get going.
Yeah, and shout out to GB Arsenal, who's supporting his goat, Max, sorry. Also got Tipsy Bob saying, Benson and Hedges flavoured milk.
Never heard of it.
It's because it's not a thing. I'm not sure why he said that. But yeah, we're about to get underway. Joel, do your stuff.
Yeah, the last couple of cars on the grid will be starting at an angle, as you can see now on board with John Wick at the back, who, yeah, he was outside his grid box laterally rather than lengthwise. Anyway, as we look towards the front, waiting for the lights to go out, it's like starting a 100-metre race round, or 200 metres round the corner. The cars at the back staggered, and Virch is underway, but Hooden gets the better start, and he's already up into first place. And down the inside, we're looking at the Sauber of Mr. Pizza on Flash, who's trying to go up the inside. He'll be on the outside now for the next corner, trying to hang it round. He's on the hards, remember, so he'll look to get a decent start against the medium runners and hang on until his tyres become better further down the rest of the race. Hoodim holds on to the lead into this next corner as we have Noah up on the green helmet into P6 already with his teammate Tuner in P9 Kit and Ben in between those two, as Kit is going side by side with Ben now through the section with the sphere, who's watching on, and it's Kit who will have the inside for the next corner, but is he ahead enough? He looks like he is, and they both come out unscathed. Ben getting a slightly better exit, but it looks like Kit is ahead. And now it's Tuna who's trying to get in on this battle as well. Surely not, we're going 3 wide into this hairpin. Tuna's not got a room there, and it's Ben who's trying to go round the outside. Doesn't get the traction as you would expect off the racing line, but a perfectly clean start for everyone so far.
Yeah, take a breath, Joel. That was mad. I saw some 2 wides, some 3 wides, but everybody, as you say, intact. And we're seeing a lot of close driving here. Tuna, again, going for a move here. Actually, no, it's Noah is going for a move on Elite Leader. That'll be for P5, but he doesn't get it done after the long straight there, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, oh, there's a lot of side-by-side still happening right now.
Absolutely. Mr. Pizza and Flash going side by side for the final podium position, and it's going crazy into turn 1 here. This is what happens in sprint races. There's nothing to lose, really. You've still got the main race, and people are off. It's a Ferrari of Persegili and Elite Bleeder who came together, and I think a few other people involved in that as well. Perhaps Ben as well, who's all the way down the field, and even Tuna. And Noah is up into 4th place. It's Kit who's up the inside of Teso and Flash, who's trying to get past both the Alpines here, and he does that successfully. And there's Tuna, who must have wing damage because he's just clouted the wall on the exit and not had any control of the direction his car's going. And now it's the 2 Alpines fighting side by side. It's all kicking off here, and there's Christian is off.
Yeah, Christian is off. I don't know what happened there, but Alpine and Christian off, and that's Flash, who gets a time penalty. Yeah, so they've had it coming together at some point. Didn't see what happened there, but maybe we'll find out after the race. All kicking off in lap 2.
Lots of chaos in the sprint race, and it's Vegas, so the walls are ever present, and they will be waiting there to ruin your race if you make a mistake. Pizza is looking to put pressure on Virch now, who's done really well to stay in P2, so is Houdin. And Mex and Eversnacks, the 2 reserves, doing well up into the points paying positions. Remember, it's only the top 8 that get points in these sprint races. 8 points for the win, down to 1 point for 8th place. So they'll be looking to hang on to their positions. Mr. Pizza gets past Virch while setting the fastest lap. Maybe his hards are coming to him.
We got Tuna going for a move here on Eversnacks, but no, he was trying to see if the inside line was open to him. Back end gets loose once again. Tuna is eager to make moves up here and get some points in this race. It looks like he got a good run out though. He is out of battery though. He's trying to move anyway. He's going down the inside of Eversnacks. I think Eversnacks is going to try and hang on the outside, but he doesn't do it. Nice move there from Tuna. Up to P8.
And his teammate Noah is going side by side with Virch now through the sphere section. Virch on the inside, getting a bit of oversteer on the exit, looking to hold on to this podium position, but he can't do it right now. He may have a chance come the back straight with a bit of DRS and slipstream to get past the Mercedes driver, but it's Noah up into P3 who'll be pushing like mad to get in the DRS detection zone. And we've got a yellow flag! It's Pizza!
Oh. Yeah, that was from P2. He was looking very good on those hards, and he gets back up to speed, and he's missing half his front wing. He just missed the braking point altogether, smashed into the wall. Oh dear, he's down to P13 and effectively out of this race at this point.
And now careering down the longest straight in the Formula 1 calendar, Kit gets up into P3 past Virch. So Virch losing his way a little bit here. He's still got 6 laps, so we'll look to hold on to some of these positions, but you've seen from Pizza how you can end your race with one small mistake, so he'll just be looking to keep it on track, as Tateso now is the next to queue up and have a go at the Williams drivers a bit too far back into turn 1. Mex was setting the fastest lap there on the hards, so maybe the mediums are already going off as Christian is setting a new fastest lap as well. Side by side still.
Tiso and Wirtz going side by side here. Looks like Tiso's got the inside line. Is Wirtz going to hang around the outside? I can't get a good camera angle, but yeah, Tiso takes the position from Wirtz up to P4. But yeah, as you say, Kid is on a stormer here. He had a chaotic first lap, had to fight off a lot of attack from behind, but now his path is cleared and he's in P3 and looking pretty good, I have to say.
Absolutely, and that's what this sort of racing throws up with the reverse grid. You can see maybe inexperienced drivers or drivers who have not had the best of seasons up at the top and fighting for the win, which we are seeing here with Hudim. And that's Verch there. He's getting a huge bit of oversteer. His mediums really look worn now, as he's given up 2 positions on the exit there to Tuna and Mex. Now Tuna, with that incident early on in the race, is now looking to get back up into the top 5. So he's got pace on the medium tyres, and he sails past with ease as the McLaren.
Yeah, great recovery.
Yeah, I
was just about to say there, great recovery from Tuna. He's up to P5. He was back, it was like P13 at one point, not so long ago.
Here comes Eversnax up the inside of Persegili and Verch, and it's going 3 wide, and Ben has done well there to avoid a bit of a collision as he's coming down the inside. He's going to try and do a double overtake, and he's made it very well. They've all done fantastically not to make contact, although Ben has got a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, Eversnax got sandwiched there, and he came out the worst for wear. He's down to P10, and he's trying to fight off John Wick now, who's looking pretty pacey. I have to say, everybody's driving the absolute to the absolute limit. It looks like very much on the ragged edge, as Eversnax is trying to attack Wirch now, who seems to have lost a bit of pace.
And Noah closing up to Hudim quite rapidly, actually. And yeah, Verch really struggling for traction on those mediums, has another incident on the exit of that corner, and that gives Eversnax a perfect opportunity to get up nice and close to prepare a DRS overtake on the back straight, locking up the inside left tyre there for Verch.
Yeah, he was looking very punchy there, but just caught him at the wrong moment. Almost got caught off guard whenever Wirch braked. It seemed a little bit earlier than I anticipated. This is coming down to, I think, who is going to have the most ERS on the last few laps, as Eversnax is fighting once again, and this time it's John Wick. Gets the move down, gets down the inside, almost squeezes Eversnax into the barrier, and Eversnax now down to P11. He's under attack from another Astern. Elite leader gets by. Eversnax down to P12, and it's McLaren P12, P13.
And it's getting nice and spicy between the top 3, 4, 5, 6 even. They're all within 1 second of each other. And
Eversnax just hit the wall there. He lost the back end, and he's back into the wall.
And there's an overtake for the lead. Noah's up the inside. He's having a go early. He's not waiting for the DRS zone. This is great battling, and they're going to go side by side through the sphere section, and Hudim has massively overshot the corner, and he's going to have to give that position back, you would feel. Otherwise, Noah will be on the radio to the FIA asking for a penalty for Hudim. It feels like to me that Noah was slightly ahead. Hudim just outbroke himself and cut the corner to stay ahead in the Red Bull, funnily enough, Max Verstappen style. But I'm sure Noah will get past here with DRS. There's not much Hudim can do to defend. In fact, he's got significantly less battery than Noah. Kit might even make an overtake here as well. We could see 2 overtakes.
Kit has a lot of ERS to play with here. He's down to 30%. He is using it a lot, and it looks like he's going to get moved on. He does. He goes up to P2 momentarily. Is he going to be able to hold it around the outside? Oh my word, that Red Bull. He is ragged edge risen.
And now Tasto down the inside has snapped up his opportunity, and Tuna as well. Where's he come from? He's into P3. Tuna might be into P2 by the end of it, and round the outside Tasto is coming back. It's Hudim who's gone from 1st to 4th, maybe even to 5th. He's under pressure from his teammate. Look at this down the inside, and now we've got Kit who's trying to pick up the pieces. It's 3 wide between his teammate and Hudim. There's so much going on. This is insane. And it's not over yet, because Hudim is going to have a go at Mex here. Yeah, he might do. And it's the hards that are really coming to life. We still don't know who's going to win this race, but all this battling has allowed Noah to get out of DRS zone almost 2 seconds ahead in the lead now. In fact, he is 2 seconds now.
Yeah, the battle for P2 is spicing up with 2 laps left after this one. Kit was P3, he is now P6. He's got his teammate behind him, and he's got some ERS in the tank, but yeah, this is all kicking off, and it seems to be that long DRS straight in Sector 2 where all the action's happening as they lead into that sharp left-hand turn. Seen some two wides in some very precarious places. Not where you'd expect to see it, but some great driving on display here today.
And Tuna is going to look to try and get up into second place, make it a Mercedes 1-2 by the end of this straight. In fact, Houdin is losing a position, and here comes Tuna around the outside, pretty easy overtake, and Mex is also losing a position to the Alpine and potentially to Kit on the exit here. He's not had the best of lines through that corner. Persagili gets past Houdin as those two are battling away. Kit has lost some time. And there's 2 laps remaining.
Yeah, it looks like Noah, he's profited massively off all that fighting behind him, but he's got his teammate as well as a barrier to P3. So I think really right now we're looking at who is going to get on the final places of the podium. It looks like Noah, unless he does something crazy, and we're seeing a Ferrari pulling out there, just showing his red color in the mirror of the driver ahead. The drivers will also be conscious of saving a little bit of ERS for the last lap. They may need to defend or attack on that last lap. And we're heading down to this long straight where all the action seems to take place. Mr. Pizza getting a time penalty, but he's out of the points. And yeah, all the guys behind Mr. Pizza, say Wirch as well, they all are carrying damage at this point of the race.
And Tuna is closing up. He's closed up almost 5/10 to Noah in just the first sector, as they cross the timing beam into sector number 2. And you can see here that Mex is nice and close to Taso, probably the closest battle we have. We've got the 2 Ferraris pretty close together as well. You would imagine those two will be pretty respectful. Now Tuna can... Oh, what's happened?
Taso one wide. Yeah, Tisa went wide there. He got it all wrong in that last corner, and that's allowed Kit and Mex to get past him. And I think, is there some team play at, in the works here, because the Mercedes are closing up a bit, and that might help Tuna just to defend from these guys from behind.
As Tisto gets past Persagili now is yellow flag, so that's further behind. We'll keep an eye on the action at the front. There's a gap appearing now between Kit and Mex. So it is between Tuna and Noah. If Tuna can get within the DRS zone for the back straight, it is game on. And we'll probably need to be within 7/10, I would imagine, on that long straight. Mex is still not out of this either, but it's going to be difficult for him if he can't close up. Tuna's got to get a bit of a move on in these last few corners.
Yeah, and he hasn't been able to close up that much this lap. He's tantalisingly close to DRS range, but this is the last lap. And Noah has done the wise thing, saved up some ERS to defend from behind. Tuna now within DRS range, but I don't think it's going to be enough as he falls out again. And yeah, the only driver on hards in the top 10 is Mex. Those hards are in their prime right now. He'll be feeling very good, but it might be too little too late as he does close in a little on Tuna, but I don't think it's going to be enough, Joel.
No, he doesn't. He does have DRS, Tuna does, but he's not going to risk that into the final corner on his teammate. Taso has got past Kit in the last time of asking, so the 2 Ferraris will finish P5 and P6. Ben is there, but Houdin, after starting the race, taking the lead into turn 1, has just fallen off. Maybe he pushed his tyres a little bit too much. He's going to finish P8, but he still gets a point. P7, in fact, because of Ben's penalty. Christian came home P9. And that is the sprint race. If that's anything to go by, it's going to be an interesting main race. But we've got qualifying first.
That was a ruddy good show, I have to say. That woke me up. Hopefully Chad enjoyed that as well. I'd say Kit did really well there, but yeah, just missing out on that podium spot in the end. But Ferrari P5, P6, but Mercedes taking it home again. It's P1, P2 for them. New guy to the league, Mex, showing some great form. P3 for him, and yeah, Tisto also P4. So the Finns are well represented in the top 10, and yeah, Christian just missing out on points there. P9 is 0 points in the sprint race. But as you say, we get a bit of a breather. We can relax a bit now. We're going into qualifying. We can catch our breath and yeah, think about what we just witnessed. That was frantic, I have to say.
Mm.
I have to say Noah's form though of late has been pretty impressive. He's been having some.
Oh,
Oh dear. Oh dear. Can you answer my earlier question? Yeah, sorry, I was not looking at chat at all, so a lot of action there, but let's have a look now that we've got time. I can't find the question. Oh, here we go. No, I can't find it. Nope. You need to repost that question. We've got Billy in chat here.
oh yeah.
He's also admiring.
Oh yeah,
You get it?
it's a restart.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, that might be fortunate for the guys. As wet Vegas does not sound like much fun. It could be fun for us spectators though. Yeah, Jamie, you should race, bro. You should race, bro. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna set up a
Ooh.
new lobby. It shouldn't take too long. Although I'm still in the old lobby, I'm watching absolute carnage take place.
Should I do a quick survival challenge live on stream?
And it's Ferrari.
Yeah, Gammon Run. Let's go. Okay, here we got the question, and it is: who will be next to receive a race ban in SLR since Lars, since Lars of the Red Hubble? Wow.
My vote is
I'm
for
not
Lars again.
sure. Yeah, no, he's not racing, so that'll be hard.
He might find a way still.
Right, I'm gonna switch over to the new lobby, but yes, I don't know. I mean, in Tier 1, I don't think anybody's gonna get a race ban, probably. Although Mr. Pizza was looking pretty feisty in the early rounds. Tier 2, I think Viz has calmed down a little bit, so I don't know. I don't know if anyone's gonna get a race ban. Hopefully that's the aim anyway. Got home 3 minutes before the lobby ready to. All I hear is excuses. I just need solutions, bro. I don't see a new lobby up though. Shit. Sorry.
Okay, well it's not that one then. What the flip is Tuna doing? Wait, is it not a new lobby? Like, what's going on?
Maybe we might use this lobby. Maybe.
Yeah, but
Just everybody is here, so. But yes, we will be underway shortly. I don't think, yeah, the sprint race didn't really affect the championship standings too much there. These points will benefit Tenari Noah in the long run, but it will not. Actually, it moves them up to P2 and P3 respectively. Persigilli moves on to P4 in the standings, but yeah, Christian looking pretty good up there with the buffer, the little cushion. But as we know, anything can happen in a race, and as we see in the real F1, big gaps can come down pretty quickly. Joel, are you pro Max winning this championship, or are you hoping Lando takes it?
neither.
Great answer.
I kind of like Piastri.
You kind of like him, okay.
Yeah.
But he's not really been on form recently. I don't know.
No, but he's.
What's the crack
he's
there?
just cool, isn't he?
I have to say, I would like to see Max come back and win the championship. That would be pretty
Just
impressive.
To show them up.
Yeah, but the problem there is Lepson will just, there'll be no shutting him up.
How many? Is he won 3 or 4 already? I don't know. Not as much as Hamilton, that's what I know.
Oh, Verstappen, I think it's 2, I think.
2? No, it's 4.
Yeah, that.
This will be his 5th.
Well, then it's 3, because 21 didn't count because of all
Oh,
the shenanigans.
yeah. So Hamilton's got 8, actually. So he's
Yeah,
the
exactly.
greatest of all time.
We've got another question, Joel. This one's for you. With the news that there will be no F1 26 game for next year, what will this mean for the future of SLR?
Well, if you read the news properly, you know that there basically is a new game because it's a DLC, so SLR will be whatever it is. I don't know, I'm not in charge. I just schedule the stream and turn up every now and again when I feel like it. Pretty much. Since I wasn't given a seat, this tuner guy just decided to discriminate against us Brits. Didn't give us any seats.
I didn't know John Wick was what flag is that for John Wick? Colombian or Ecuadorian or?
That's Colombia.
You're a flag specialist.
But I don't think his name is John Wick either, so I wouldn't trust it.
Huh? Oh yeah, it's Baba Yaga or something like that. Ballerina. With another question then. Will SLR subsidize the DLC package for the F1 26 cars, which will be an add-on to the F1 25 game? Will Ocean Chief dip into his life savings for the greater good of the community?
No, he's already spent it all on smoky t-shirts.
Yeah, I just found Timo's t-shirt the other day.
Did you actually?
Yeah,
He was
it
asking
was in
for
a
that
bag.
like a month back.
Yeah, I might get his address, but I might need to wash it first. Yeah, so I wonder what the weather is going to be like in Las Vegas. We did see some wet stuff in the real F1, the free practice. I think had a few wet patches here and there.
Did you? You might want to get that checked out.
Yeah, I think there's a cream for that in there. Do we have any rain? Is Crawley's? Listen, Crawley, I have some beef for you, okay? Because you were telling me the last race in Tier 2 was wet, and it wasn't. And I was telling the commentators it's going to be a wet race, and it wasn't. I'm very disappointed in you. Yeah, I'm broke. I run, so yeah. If you're the only thing you're going to get from me is a wet flannel.
Noah's picking on me in chat. Nothing new.
Yeah, we're underway. The qualifying has begun. It is a dry quali session, at least initially to begin with, and we've got some drivers heading on track. It's the kick sabers of Mr. Pizza is the first one out there. Now, Mr. Pizza missed the last race, but the previous races has shown some great pace. Was a bit too aggressive in Australia, and round 2 as well, if I remember correctly, but he definitely is someone who could win in Tier 1, so we'll see how he does today. Seems like he is pretty pacey around here if he can keep it out of the walls. Spit helps, Crowley. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna stop looking at chat.
Stop reading it.
It's full of filth.
Stream.
But yeah, we can maybe watch the Cybers. It looks like they're gonna...
Oh! Someone's dislodged a huge bollard. Red flag.
Yeah, that's the Cybers. It looks like they're setting up for a bit of Slipstream maybe, but as we often can see, I've tried this a few times with teammates. It usually doesn't work out, but we'll see. Could be worth a few tens if you get it right.
Oh, but I have to... Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. Don't mind me, I'm just preparing a demonstration.
Demonstration, okay.
Okay, here we go. Transform. Rotate. Okay. I'll put that down there. So, does that look like a pig to you?
Let me see. I need to put my glasses on. Yes. Somewhat. I would probably say a bear more, like a bear, yeah. But you know, pig bear. I was
It's not
just
got a
typing. It
tail,
looks like a
has it? So it's probably
drawing
is a
of a
bear.
pig. Yeah. Yeah, I do have glasses. We do have a guy on a run here. It's Mr. Pizza leading the charge all the way down the long straight in Sector 2, which leads into this tight left-hander where it's very easy to clip the wall. Some drivers opt to take a lot of curb there. He takes a lot of curb himself. Must have good ride height settings, and it's a pretty short run actually down to the flag here. Just got the full speed left-hander to make it, and he does go fast as 131.4. That's the first time on the board.
And Noah on lap as well, as is Tisto, who has gone to pole. Just pipping Ben and Pizza, who are pretty close together considering it's a longer length lap. Tuna blitzes them all. And Noah across the line, ahead of his teammate by 3/10.
Yeah, it looks like some very fast times coming in here. Are we going to see a 29 today? I would imagine so, the pace of these guys. Max on a lap here. Is he going to light up the board? One slight corner to make, and he's up to P4. So new reserve driver who could see himself pick up a drive in Tier 1 full time. P4, good showing from him. Ostrich. Persigelli, another fast driver capable of taking pole here, is about to cross the line. He goes to P2. Oh, some very close times. Look at the top three. Not much splits them. And Tuna and Max running very closely together, as well as Hoodum is starting a run here. So we could actually run with Hoodum if you want. See how he navigates. It's him and Wirch are the last guys to set a time here.
I'll give you some wisdom as we go through the lap, although I'm not very good at this game, so don't hit the wall on the exit here because you will get wing damage. Fun fact. This is really tricky to get the braking zone. Previous years there weren't any brake marker boards, they've put them in now in the game. And then the exit closes up more than you would imagine, so they don't get caught out by that. This is all completely flat out easily. And now try and spot the apex. Brake just after you exit from under the bridge onto the long start finish straight where you have a time to make yourself a cup of tea.
Yeah, and he started that this run down this DRS straight with 80% ERS, so he saved it all up for this one straight, which is probably a wise move given the length of it. And he's going to have to spot his braking point here nicely as he turns in, takes a bit of curb, almost goes into the wall there.
Not for me.
Glancing blow. Yep, he's
invalid.
He's invalid in his lap.
Went too deep.
Yeah, Wirch just behind him has maintained a valid lap, so he will set a time here. Just needs to navigate this one left-hand turn, and it's 31.780, which is only good enough for P14. So both Williams at the back end of the grid. Hoodum is the last driver to yet set a time.
Pizza is going to set his second lap time now. Across goes up to P8, improves just under 3/10.
Yeah, so he stayed out on those softs, did a cool down lap, and did another lap, as did Ben. So I wonder if they're coordinating their efforts here in this quali session. Should have time for 2 more runs, possibly. And we've got Tisto out on an out lap right now. Everybody else in the pits, or the Cybers about to come into the pits. Tisto Eversnacks now coming out of the pits, so we're starting to see a few drivers come out for their second run. Do you reckon we will get a 29 today?
No.
Okay.
I don't think you improve by 4/10 like that. It's always weird after a sprint race where you've been so excited, or faked your excitement for commentary, and then you come to quali and then it just looks like, oh, it's all a bit boring now. And then you have to amp yourself up for the race again.
Come on, bro, you can do this. I'm here for you, bro. I would never fake it, bro. I'm always excited about a race. Even the boring ones I find somewhat interesting. Only one race that I almost fall asleep during, and it was last. I can't remember the actual race, but there was just no overtaking. It might have been Hungary or something. Okay, so who have we got out there? I see McLaren is about to start a lap. Eversnacks ahead of Christian, but I'm very much looking at Christian right now because he is a quali specialist, and I would be surprised if he's not on the front end of this grid. Yeah, it could have been Silverstone, Jamie. Yeah, I just remember nodding off during the race. It was like,
style.
Oh yeah, that was I did it with. That's how Jamie knows. He was there with me, nodding off alongside me. We tried our hardest.
Christian then, on his probably his penultimate lap. So he's going to smash the brakes at the 100-meter board. Really aggressively turn in, and yeah, difficult section here. You've got to brake just before the 50, around 70 meters. The sphere watching on and judging your every move.
Yeah, and this particular part of the track I always struggle with. You know, I'm in cockpit view usually, and it's like very hard to spot your braking point, and then the turn-in point comes quickly afterwards. But Christian does it nice and tidily, and he is up by almost 2/10, and he's yeah, that was in sector 1. So sector 2, mostly this long straight. In fact, all of it is this long straight.
Yeah, what a useless sector. Maybe there are only 2 sectors in this track after all.
Yeah, and he chooses to avoid that initial curve. Back on the par and using up all his ERS, he will have enough to get him to the line, it looks like. And this could be a pretty fast lap. Is it going to be enough for pole? He goes across it. It's 30.160. So
come on,
we're getting closer to the 29s. These guys might. Yeah.
No 29s, please.
Tipsy Bob says we've only had one actual person snore on comms.
Noah is improving by 2/10, but not enough to go up the leaderboard. Persegili and Kit, who appeared from absolutely nowhere in P4 there, is on his in lap. That was a great lap by him at 30.5. Mex matches that and goes up into 4th position.
Yeah, and I think Tuna's abandoned his lap, so I'm slowing down there for whatever reason. I wasn't happy with his sector 1 time, but yeah, Persegili just... Yeah, he's actually up. Persegili is up on his time. This might threaten P2. I don't think it's going to do good for P1, but... Oh, it's so close to P2. Look at the margins. That is tighter than a...
Finish
I'll
the
let
sentence
Tipsy finish
there.
that thought. Yeah.
So, who is on a lap going down the leaderboard? I can't see anyone else.
think Max, is he on a lap? It looks like he's not actually. No, he's backed out of his lap. Kit, also not on a lap. Tenari has saved up his ERS here, but I don't think he's got enough fuel to do another run right now. So we might see him dip into the pits, put a fresh set on, and do a final run. Mr. Pizza though is on a run here. He is in sector 2 on this long DRS straight. There's a car ahead of him getting out of the way nicely. And we'll get a sector 2 time. I just missed a sector 2 time, but we will quickly get a sector 3 time, which is the lap time essentially. So
Yep.
P13 currently.
Oh, 30.4.
Massive improvement. Not bad from Mr. Pizza, yep. Wonder if Ben, his teammates, yeah, he's not too far behind. He is making improvements here. 2/10 on the board. So far, that would get him up to P8, I think, at this stage. Unless he's able to find some time in Sector 3. And he crosses the line. It is enough for P5, so a big gain there from Ben. The kick Saubers looking pretty strong here today.
Yeah.
Freedom as well was able to get a time on the board. P9 currently. Else, I can't see anyone else on a lap right now. Might be John Wick actually. John Wick might be on a lap here. Oh, I've just realized. I think the long straight is in sector 3.
What do you mean?
I thought it was sector 2, but it's sector 3, mostly.
Yeah, but it's a bit weird because the label is in the middle of the sector on the track map, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you don't really know where it starts and ends. Well, obviously sector 1 starts at the start line. No, you're right. I think sector 2 there, yeah, starts on that little white line next to the 2 just to the left. And then sector 3 starts at the end of the DRS zone into the final chicane.
No, you're wrong. Sector 1, if you look at it from the race start.
Ah, yeah!
You can see,
So,
yeah.
right, yes, I see. So, yeah, okay, so basically
We're learning on the job.
So why is sector 2 labelled in sector 3 then?
Yeah. Yeah, we need answers, chat. Yeah, we've got a guy in chat asking where is his Discord. Yeah, it's in the video description, but Bob has kindly given the link. And we're heading into just over 2.5 minutes left in this session, so it's all about to kick off. The battle for pole is about to heat up massively, and Christian has just came out of the garage, and I think Noah won't be too far behind Persigilli pulling out as well. Going to be a busy track here for these final 2 minutes, Joel.
Yep, for sure. One last chance to put in the perfect lap. And we saw from Houdin that not being on pole and being just behind is not the worst thing, because you do have the inside line in P2. So you can send it up the inside if you are alongside enough.
Yeah, and I think track position here is going to be key, isn't it? Especially for the start. You want to be at the front end of the grid, otherwise you're going to have to battle a lot of people on those first couple of laps as everybody squabbles over position. And yeah, the walls are ever present. You do not want to pick up any damage in this race for sure, as we got Tisto has just started his laps in the Alpine, so I'll just ride with him momentarily here, see how he manages Sector 1, and he is a fast driver. I'm surprised to see him down in P13, so he's had some struggles today. Maybe this isn't his track, but he does have one last chance at it. Max as well starting his lap, and yeah, Christian won't be long starting his lap. I think we've got one of the Mercedes as well just to begin his lap. So we'll keep an eye on all these drivers at the same time. Joel, can you handle this?
Well, yeah, I think I'm going to ride on board with Tuna, at least for the first half, to see, because he does need 5/10-ish if he wants to get up into the front row. Nicely done through the first few corners.
Yeah, Tisto did improve there, almost 3/10 in Sector 1, but I'm going to go and ride with Christian here. If you want to keep an eye on Tuna, Joel.
Currently up 2/10 through the first sector split, so if you can keep that up, we'll be looking at pole position. Let's see if anyone...
Christian is, yeah, Christian's up 0.120. I can just about speak. That would be enough for almost if he can pick up just a little bit of extra time, might see him dip into the 29s, and that might be necessary here to maintain pole in this race.
And Tuna hasn't gained any time in the middle sector. He's still only just about 2/10 up, so he's going to have a big last few corners if he wants to get himself into the mix. It looked pretty tidy, but it didn't look especially quick. He's going to use all his battery now to the line. Come on. And it's P4, it's not too bad.
Okay, and we've got Christian about to cross the line here. He's just made his way from the final corner. And also, I was picking up there, Noah did make up time. Sector 2, he was up almost 2/10. Christian across the line.
Oh, yes, Christian!
Flat. Wow.
Yes, no 29. No 29. Come on, Noah.
He is improving.
Yes.
He is up to P2. And that will...
we got pizza. Oh, he's invalid. That's it.
Yeah, so Christian once again dominating qualifying. I don't know where he pulled that time from, but almost breaking into the 29s, tantalizingly close, but he'd be happy with that. And we've got Finns in P2, P3, P4. It's Noah, Persegili, and Tuna. And yeah, I mean, there's 1 second separating the top 13. That's quite impressive.
Yeah, Christian pulled that time from his purse.
He's gonna need some. He's gonna need some jelly.
Okay.
Little amuses the innocent, eh? And we look to have a dry session. At least at the start of this race. Guys will be selecting the strats for the race. We have no idea of strats. I'm guessing, Joel, you're the same. So maybe chat can inform us. I'm guessing it's a medium hard strat on this one. But with the risk of safety cars, maybe you'll have some guys trying something different. What is this smut, says Tipsy Bob. I blame Joel. He's a bad influence on me, Bob. You know, I'm an innocent bystander here. But yeah, it should be an interesting race, full night race, and keeping an eye out for that Las Vegas ball.
What?
Is that what you call it? The sphere? The sphere? Sorry?
Yeah.
The giant testicle? Sorry, ball.
What?
Sphere?
Nah, come on.
Let's go!
You can't say rude words in English, but you can say them in Finnish.
Okay, I'll learn the Finnish word for that then. I'm sure that's going to be a mouthful.
Oh, everyone's on mediums except for mechs on the hards, and we saw in the sprint race that the hards sort of become the quicker tyre around lap 7 or 8 even. But the race is only 25 laps, so if you can get to lap 10 on the mediums, you can pick the hards to the end of the race. So I'll turn the tyres off for now. Just remember mechs is on the hards, because it sort of gets in the way and it's a bit annoying.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Max does at the start. Obviously, he's compromised his race start. The first few laps will be a bit hectic, but as we saw in the sprint race, they should come to him. If he survives that initial phase, he should be in a pretty good position if he can hang with these top guys. Bob is saying you got Janab to pick China on an Ireland GeoGuessr map.
Nah, it sounds like something he'd do on his own. It's like guessing Italy when it's the UK.
Chat, who do you think's going to win this race? Obviously Christian looks to be the favourite here, going by his collie pace, but as we know, Noah and Persigelli, Tuna, Mr. Pizza, bit of a dark horse here. Any of these guys could win the race here today. Oh, Icewind's in the lobby. Nice, 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 nice. Icewind joins at the back of the grid in the V-Carb. No McKender today, unfortunately, but good to see Icewind joining us for this one. And yeah, we had a pretty chaotic start in the real F1. Are we going to get a repeat of that in SLR Tier 1 at Las Vegas?
So
we are about to find out.
You did wake up at 4 AM to watch it?
I did not know.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I was still awake at 4 AM and I went to bed as it started.
Okay, so Icewind just pulling into his box there. And we're ready to go for the second race start of the evening. Let's hope it is as entertaining as the first. Noah has the inside line, but it's Christian who's slightly ahead on pole position. How are the starts? It looks like Noah's got a pretty good start. He's almost alongside, rear wheel to front wheel, and he's up the inside. We're running on board with him, and he's trying to make the move. Let's keep an eye on the further back in the field. Persegili up to P3, Mr. Pizza P4 as Tuna loses out on the start there, and Tuna actually looking to get back past Mr. Pizza. He's done that quite successfully. Tisto on the inside of Mr. Pizza. He's going to have a little go into this corner. I believe this is turn 4. And he's now going to have the inside line for the next corner as there's a bit of contact further back, and he switches to the inside and he realises that he's not got the grip to go up the inside. Not close enough. So that's the start. It wasn't very well commentated like the first one was.
No, stellar job there. Oh, Aerosnacks and Flash come together. And that was a bit of clumsy driving from I don't know which driver, but it ends in them both in the wall, and I think one or two of them has damage. Eversnacks missing an end plate, Kit up to P8 while that was all kicking off behind her.
Yeah, Mex is down to P9. What happened to him? He's on the hards. He's had a bad start. Hoodim looking to get past the Aston Martin of Elite. And he's going to get a nice bit of slipstream from his teammate ahead as Elite very late on the brakes and has defended that really quite well. Persegili putting pressure onto Noah here on the start finish straight, just over 2 tenths behind him. He probably won't be close enough into turn 1, but it's Christian who's setting the pace after lap 1.
Oh, and look at Hoodim as well. Hoodim going for that gap on the inside, but not able to brake late enough to get inside the gap, so has to hold behind for now. And there is battling ahead as well. Elite leader and Mex going at it. It's mediums versus hard, so hard's not quite switched on just yet, but he is getting up to speed nicely.
Yeah, you'll have to wait a few laps for those tyres to come into the right working window as the two Red Bull teammates fighting it out side by side as they come into the sphere section for the second time in this race. Feeding the car through the apexes nicely as Mex. Don't think he has any damage. He's just had a poor start, as Eversnacks definitely has, as he's off in turn 1 again. So nice and calm at the start, really, between the top runners.
Yeah, very clean getaway for everyone. Wanting to take care of these tires, maybe not fighting as hard as they were in the sprint race. That was a lot more frantic, but we're going to see this heat up as the laps go in. I have to say, I am very impressed with Max holding on to P10. Only dropped 3 positions, but he's going to be in great standing as this race progresses. He doesn't want to see a safety car though, although an early safety car might favour him as well. Might be able to stay out, and he is. Oh, it's Hoodim and Eagle goes. And is that a car off? I think that was Wirch. I think I saw Wirch. Oh yeah, Wirch is facing the wrong way. He unfortunately had it coming together there and went into the wall, is missing some of his end plates, so another driver out. So Flash, Wirch, Eversnacks, all involved in incidents early on in this race.
Christian not able to break away at the top yet, as he would have liked. Still under pressure from Noah, who has DRS. And a bit of a gap opening between Kit and Elite, as Virtue's retired in the pit lane.
Yeah, Christian has been using a bit of ERS to break that gap from behind the train behind him, but he has not been able to pull it off. And Noah has a lot of ERS here, so we may see big gains on this long straight that's coming up in Sector 2. Percy Gelly as well is pressuring Noah here, so Noah kind of has to push. Will have to use some of this ERS to defend, as Percy Gelly also with a lot of ERS pushing hard here, and it's a long run down to the next corner and start off Sector 3.
Yeah, looks like Noah will get past Christian here.
Oh, and Percy Gelly not too far away as well. Oh, and they're side by side. Christian coming out ahead there, so some tidy driving there from Christian and Noah.
Now Noah's in a bit of a problem, because he's might get boxed in here by Christian. Persegili looking to get past, as Tisto and Pizza and Ben are all going side by side. The two Saubers swapping positions in the pit lane, and Noah has held on to P2. In fact, the top three have all stayed the same. Persegili may be looking to have a go. He's going to be a little bit too far back into this corner. The Saubers swapping yet again.
Yeah, Elite Leader retired in the pits here. I thought he'd actually retired on track there or had an incident, but no. And I'm looking at the Kick Sabers as well. They're hanging on to this lead train. Tisto just on the edge of dropping DRS range, so this could be a crucial phase of the race for the top guys. And Tisto back within DRS range, so nothing doing for now, but he needs to be careful, because if he breaks away from this DRS train, he is going to lose, him and everybody behind him is going to lose out on this chance at victory.
Yeah, Noah keeps on losing on the exit of that last corner to Christian, so he's never really close enough to make a convincing overtake. It's always going to end up side by side, as it is now Persegili who's closing up on Noah, but again too far back. Kit and Mr. Pizza side by side as well. As Kit, oh my days, that's a good save from Kit. He had a huge snap of oversteer on the exit, and he's done well to keep it out the wall. He's going to have to try and defend from Mex now. Should be able to do that into turn 1.
Yeah, Mex again, he's having a pretty solid race here. He's just doing the right things, just trying to find his rhythm and not fight too much at this phase of the race. But as these tires come alive, and they certainly seem like they're entering that phase, he is going to push up the order. And yeah, Kit's, unfortunately for him, he's the next target in his sights. Noah very close though on the back of Christian here. So actually the top 4 running very close, nose to tail. And yeah, quickly just want to say to chat, Tim Ander saying Christian will win, Noah and Tuna P2, P3. But Tipsy Bob fancies a bit of Persegili. I mean the driver, not the medical. Probably go cream. Oh, and I think someone hit the wall there. I heard someone.
Well, Noah is a lot closer now. He's only 6/10 behind, so he will be gaining time, as will Persegili. So we might see a battle into this final corner as we're waiting. And we're still waiting. And they all decide just to play it safe for now.
Yeah, Noah with a lot of ERS there, so he didn't have to use too much on that long straight. Didn't want to attack Christian too much there. But Christian, because he's a lead car, he's the one that's kind of making himself vulnerable. He has having to use that ERS. And I just saw the yellow fuel symbol pop up for Christian. Is that maybe indicating he's under-fueled for this one?
Yellow should mean you're between 1 lap over and 1 lap under. So
okay.
whatever that is, whichever one he's gone for. Maybe gambling there will be a safety car, and he'll have time to save fuel.
Yeah, because at the minute he's got no chance to lift and coast. I tell you, there's a lot of very fast guys behind him that are eager to pounce and take that that P1 away from him. Tisto's managed to close down that gap, so he's no longer at risk of dropping out of DRS range. So it's pretty much DRS range from P1 to P9, and P9 is max on these hards. So yeah, I think we're entering hard territory right now, aren't we, Joel? These mediums seen better days. We'll start feeling a wee bit ropey from this point onwards.
As Persegili pulling out of the slipstream there, maybe trying to cool his engine a bit. Could easily get overheated in these DRS trains. So yeah, probably around lap 10, 11 you'd look to pit. Maybe a bit earlier if you think you can get the hards to the end from there. The tuner definitely putting pressure on Persegili, but it's just a bit of a DRS train, so can't really make the move.
Yeah, and I'm really impressed with Noah. He's out of these top guys, he's got the most ERS in the tank. It seems like he's just waiting for his opportunity to pounce, and he's pretty close on the back of Christian here. So maybe he's going to think about it just before they pit, but maybe he's going to go for this lap. I'm not sure. We'll see how he fares. He's actually in 100% ERS, and Christian down to 60%. So might be enough to defend here for Christian, but I don't know. It's tantalizingly close. 5 tenths, 4 tenths, and we're about to head onto that long DRS straight.
Kits.
Oh, Christian. Oh, looked like it was about to hit the wall there. Yeah, and Noah using a little bit of ERS there, but not much, so he's not going to go for anything this lap. And top 5, top 6 are as you were. Particularly once again pulling out, trying to cool that engine down a little bit. And there was a move there. It was maxed up to P8, so he overtakes Mr. Pizza, who seems to be struggling at this point of the race. Max now has Kid in his sight, so yeah, it's looking pretty good for Max. But the problem for Max is this DRS train has kind of broken off from the main one. 2 seconds is a gap from P7 to P6. So Max has got some work to do here if he wants to catch up with that lead DRS train.
Yeah, you never know what could happen in safety cars, virtual safety cars, but it's definitely a sort of track, a bit like Monza, where you want to stay in the DRS zone because you just lose so much time down that back straight if you don't have DRS. And very, very close. Ben has now joined the back of this train, and they're not going particularly quick. It'll be interesting to see if Kit can join them as well. I think it's going to be a strategy game, really. There's yellow flags. Is that Eagle, Ghost and Hoodim, I think, are both off.
Yeah, they were running very close together, and I'm seeing some carbon fibre on track as well. So
Here
someone's lost the front wing.
Persegili right up the backside of Noah, trying to get past. Oh, and Noah is... That's not a brake check, but maybe he just lifted off or something. I don't know what happened there, but
I think
it might
that's
have been a bit
draft.
of lag.
I think that's a bump draft. But yeah, Max up to P7. Max taking, oh my word, I just saw Mr. Pizza come out of that last corner, almost losing the back end. So these mediums starting to give way as Max 2.6 is the gap ahead. And we are seeing yellow flags again. It's a Red Bull. I think that's Hoodim again. And maybe Iceland's had an issue there, but yeah, Max up to P7. 2.3 is the gap, so he is a fast driver on track, it seems, at this time. Is he able to catch this lead pack?
Yeah, he'll obviously have the faster tyres, the medium, in the last stint. And when all these guys pit ahead of him, he won't have any dirty air. So he might be able to make up some time. So I would imagine someone in this lead train could pit now on this lap, maybe the lap next, and get an undercut. And it's so close between these guys that it might be worth it. Although you are going on to the hards, which will come out quite cold. You need to have a good out lap.
Yeah, and Max continues to make massive gains. 1.6 is the gap now. If he gets onto the back of this DRS train before they pit, he is golden. He can run some extra laps and then he'll be on the best tire at the end of the race. Max making his debut performance in SLR in Tier 1. Is he going to win this race in his first race in SLR? That would be mightily impressive.
Long, long way to go. Let's see if anyone's going to pit. I wouldn't be surprised. Christian is definitely staying out. Tuna is in the pits and followed by Ben.
A lot of drivers in the pit. And Kid also joining them into the pit. So yeah, they're going for the undercut. Max moves up to P5. And just an indication of how powerful DRS is, Max lost a second that lap just on the straights.
Wow. So, Tuna, Kit, Ben, they'll all be out ahead of the likes of Eagle Ghost. And he's sliding out the pit lane, but he's got the perfect amount of fresh air, 7 seconds ahead for Tuna. So he'll look to push. Although he hasn't got any, no ERS left. He's on 10%, so he'll want to harvest a bit before he gets to the start-finish straight. And hope there's a bit of battling ahead.
Yeah, and I think the fact that Tuna pitted this lap means that Noah is more than likely going to pit this lap. He was the lead car, and I know those guys are in VC together, so I'm sure Tuna give him the option to pick when he wants to pit, and Tuna's decided to go 1 lap earlier, so we'll keep an eye on that as they are heading down this long DRS straight, and I think Noah's happy enough just to stay in P2 for now.
Yeah. It's an interesting strategy in the dirty air. Doesn't want to waste his battery out front. And let's see if these guys respond and come into the pits as well. Would not be surprised if all of these guys now pit, and they do, except for Persegili, who is going to stay out.
Yeah, Max as well staying out obviously on those hards. He's going to run them a bit longer than these mediums. Up to P2 goes Max. Persegili is leading the race for now.
And Tuna is going to take the lead. I think he is into turn 1. A good strategy from Tunari as he emerges in the net P1. He's almost a second ahead of Christian. In fact, over a second now. And somehow Ben has got past Noah on the pit exit. Maybe Noah was held up or had a bad stop. So Noah's now down to P4, effectively, and Tuna is leading the race.
Yeah, that undercut worked out nicely for him, and he had a strong outlap. Christian crucially getting ahead of Ben, who had undercut as well with Tuna. And Christian struggling on turn in there, so he's struggling to get these tires up to temperature. Hards take a little bit longer than usual to get up to speed, but I think he should be okay now.
And look how much quicker Mex is than Persegili, the old hards compared to the old mediums. Mex will be looking to go long and try maybe until lap 18, 17, 18, and then pit onto medium and make an attack from there. Persegili does pit now. I don't really understand that strategy. I think if he was going to stay out, he should stay out for a lot longer than that. Because he's just going to lose time now and maybe come out fighting his teammate in P9.
Yeah, and the gap worth keeping an eye on is that gap between Tuna and Christian. It's 1.2, so Christian desperate to get a hold of DRS, and there's a lot of drivers heading into turn 1. Side by side goes Ben and Noah. Noah in the inside for the next corner. Looks like he's going to get this done. Is he? Yes, he pulls ahead, so that's crucial. Noah, on the back of Christian now.
Although Ben is up the inside still, is he? No, he has to settle to P6. So yeah, Noah.
Yeah, look where Persegili came out, 1.6 behind Tisto, so he lost out massively, but he will be on these fresher tires. Christian has that gap down to 1.1 as we see Tuna overtaking John Wick on these old mediums, yet to pit. And yeah, Max up ahead, 10.7 on these old hards. I tell you what, if there's a safety car in the next few laps, he will be golden.
Absolutely. He should still have similar pace. His tyres won't be much worse than the guys just behind him.
And Mr. Pizza has had an issue. He is currently in Sector 2 and getting up to speed again, but not going his way today, unfortunately. As he clatters against the wall, I think we're going to see a retirement from him pretty soon.
John Wick holding up Tuna like nobody's business. And now Tuna is right back in the pack. And in fact, Christian's got past him.
Yeah.
Where's he come from? So John Wick proving a real spanner in the works for the for Tunari. He's lost him so much time. And now John Wick spins and crashes.
Okay then. Yeah, he is currently off track.
Oh!
Yeah, oh, we're gonna full safety car. It's a full, is it?
VSC.
Is it a safety car? VSC. I was gonna say that would have been the ticket for Max, but
Well,
yeah, you don't like to see that, do you?
It still is.
The
It's
driver
still
the whole
out.
job.
Oh, yeah.
DNFs.
Yeah, yeah, it must be really annoying.
That happens every time I race with you.
I know.
You hold me up the whole race and then you DNF.
Do I hold you up or do I drag you along?
Yeah, well, you know, apples and oranges. So little lull in the action here as we got a VSC as the car of Mr. Pizza is cleared up. I think it was Mr. Pizza, yeah. But yeah, Tuna, it's not the end of the world. I mean, obviously he did lose out on a position there to Christian due to traffic, but he, oh, and we got drive-throughs for Kid, and I think I saw someone else as well. I'll have a wee look at that. Yeah, I think it was just for Kid. That is huge. That is race destroying. He will have to pit, and yeah, that will cost him a lot of time.
Okay, we're resuming now, and Christian has got a decent restart, 7/10 ahead of Tunari and his Mercedes teammate. And Mex, look at that, is 11.4. He's extending the gap out front. Kitsup comes in and serves his drive-through straight away.
Oh, and John Wick has DNF somewhere on track, is that? Or is it? No, it's in the pits. He is...
Hello.
Yeah, sorry, my dog's one mad there. But yeah, John Wick in the pits and DNF, so we have another retiree. 4 drivers out of this one so far. 13 of the remaining. Oh, and big lock up there from Max. So he's pushing hard on these... pushing hard on the hards. That gap is coming down though, as you'd imagine. Christian on these fresh hards, getting them up to speed nicely, and he's got it within 10 seconds now. So Max will be on these medium tires, and it's going to be a case of can he catch the leaders. Once he pits, he will come out behind them, but he will be on these fresher tires. And he's pitting now, Joel, so he's in the pits, lap 14. Is this too early? This will give him 11 laps, and he gets the car all kinds of sideways as he pulls into the pits. How far is he going to come out behind this lead pack? He switches onto the mediums, and Max does drop down the order. I think it's going to be P7 just behind Persigeli.
Yeah, huge gap now back from those guys to Kit.
Yeah, but not insurmountable, I have to say. Look at the track map, not that big a gap. You can easily pick up Persigeli once he gets up to speed.
Oh no, it's coming down now. So, yeah, very close between these two. What that does do is it releases the top guys to try and build the gap to Mex as much as possible, because he will obviously be quicker in the initial stage. But 11 laps on those mediums, they're going to start to affect him in terms of the wear towards the end of the race in the last couple of laps. He's got to be aware of that. Maybe try and save them. But the temptation always is when you're chasing on quicker tyres just to take everything out of them.
Yeah, especially on these initial laps when they're at their most fresh. And I'm seeing a move. Is that Icewind? Oh, Icewind's had a spin. So not going his way. Didn't have any warm-up for this one, so understandable that he's struggling back there. Ben and Tisto going side by side. Tisto gets the move done. Makes that look relatively easy as Ben follows him through the chicane. And yeah, max 2.9 is the gap. So he's not making any big gains initially, but this is his out lap. So we'll keep an eye on this next lap that's coming up. That's where all the time should be... all the time gains should begin. Yeah, the race kind of settling down a bit here. Christian leading most of the race, and I have to say it's been pretty impressive so far. He does have the Mercedes guys behind him, probably trying to plot his demise. But as we've seen in previous races, Christian is a hard man to topple when he's up at the top end of the grid. Yeah, Amex is starting to creep into that gap. It's now 2.7, so in Sector 1 alone, he's gained about 3/10. Yeah, Tim Ander is saying too early for mediums for Max. Could be the case, but this is a good thing about watching a race. You're about to find out if that is the case or not.
Christian locks up.
2.5.
So Chinari will have a good opportunity to get past him now with DRS.
Yeah, it's very close. Very, very close. Ooh,
oh, it's Noah.
What's going to happen here?
Two Mercedes end up switching. Bit of a late
Yeah, that was a bit
decision
closer than you'd like. Tuna struggling out of that last chicane there, but managed to keep it out of the wall. And yeah, it's starting to heat up now. Lap 17 of 25, and that gap of Max's 2.2, so he's not closing up as quickly as I initially thought. Of course, this front pack will have DRS for most of the rest of the race, I'd imagine. Yeah, Max only 4.8 seconds off the lead, but his first target he's acquired is Persigelli up ahead. Looks like he won't be too long in joining Persigelli, and we have another driver off. I think it might be Hoodham once again. Yeah, Hoodham having an issue in that last chicane. But I think the next battle we're going to see here is Persigelli versus Max, and Persigelli is not going to let this go easy. But Hoodham retires in the pits, so down to 12 drivers, Joel.
Yeah, Christian locking up again to the same corner on consecutive laps. Noah is too far behind though. But it might be another Mercedes switch. Doesn't look like it. But a bit of a stalemate at the top.
Yeah, I think isn't it going to be last lap shenanigans, or everyone's going to try and set themselves up for that. So sometimes drivers try to like outsmart the other guy. They think they know it's going to be a last lap opportunity to go for the move, so maybe they go on the penultimate lap, try to catch him off guard a little bit. And Max is throwing it into turn 1, leaning on these tires massively. And the gap is 1.2, so he might get it this lap. He might get the DRS, and he can actually see the lead pack is ahead of Persigelli now, so that will motivate him even further. Lead guys all running with a lot of ERS, so 90% in Tisto, almost 100%, but everyone else in the 80s. And they engage it a little bit heading down this small straight, but it's going to be the long straight in sector 2 that they're going to use most of it, I would imagine. Eagle Ghost getting passed by Flash.
Yeah, this time it's Noah. who's locked up, and Tuna right on the back of him. Probably could force an overtake if you wanted to, but it looks like they're just going to hold position for now. Let's keep an eye on Mex though, who's going to overtake Perskili.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. He's got DRS, and he's obviously used up most of his ERS, gets this move done, and he is up to P6, and now has clear air all the way up to the lead pack, 3.8. He's got 7 laps, and can these mediums last to the end, and can he rely on them for pace? I think up to lap 6, they seem pretty pacey, and then from that point onwards seems to be where the issues start creeping in. So we'll keep an eye on that gap from P6 to P5, but up front, it's as you were. These guys are running pretty much this way the whole race. Percy Gelly actually might be, he might be gifted a lifeline here with Mex on these mediums. If Percy Gelly can hang on to Mex for those big DRS gains, he might be also joining this battle up front.
Let's see if Noah can keep the gap under 5/10, though it's already getting over 7 now. Christian locks up again. So, not having the best of time on those tyres. He's on the hards, so he shouldn't be experiencing any signs of wear.
Yeah, and since that VSC, I'm not seeing any yellow fuel warnings on Christian or anyone else, so looks like they've got that issue under control, so at least he doesn't have to think about that there. About managing his fuel, he can just go as fast as he likes at this point. Yeah, I'm pretty much identical on ERS. They're pretty much matching each other. Ben is just about keeping up with these guys, but Percy Gelly's on that lap. I didn't see it happen, but he's got up to P6 again. So yeah, Mex not as fast as we thought he would be on these mediums.
Yeah, someone's got to take the initiative here in the top 5. Someone's got to do something. Looks like Tisto is probably the most punchy right now, as he's up the inside of Tuna, proving the point.
Oop.
In the sphere section.
Oop.
Is he going to make an overtake? He's forced his way through, and it's a fantastic move, and that's what we need to see more of from these top guys. They're sort of just lingering where they are and not really showing any intention of getting up the leaderboard, and Tisto has seen that opportunity and he's taken it by the scruff of the neck. Maybe he wants to go for the win.
That was a great move from Tisto. He's looking feisty, a bit of fin on fin action. You love to see it.
It's going to be under pressure
Add that
here.
clip that only Finn stuck on. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no goes for the lead. I didn't even actually. I had to switch camera there. Looked down on the DRS straight. He got him just before the turn in for the final chicane. So Noah making moves here, and I tell you what, Tisto has fallen off the back of these guys. I don't know what's happened there. Completely missed that, but Tisto is out of DRS range, so it's now down between Noah and Christian. Tisto's going to come under a lot of pressure here as he no longer has that DRS to rely on these long straights. But Noah was, I don't know if I said it, but Noah was the guy I thought would win this race. I'm not just saying that because he's now leading the race, but I don't know. I just get a feeling from him today. He just seems on it, and he seems pretty confident. But we can never discredit Christian, who, even though he's in P2 right now, that might be the spot you want to be in on these last few laps. And I have to say, you know, out of all the, you know, if you look at the standings and previous form, I think this season might go down to a battle between Noah and Christian. So this win today could be huge in that effort as Christian goes for the move. He has DRS. He doesn't engage ERS. He's happy just to use his DRS, and he gets that move done. And Christian, yeah, able to save a little ERS there by not employing too much of it. Ooh, and behind there is a bit of argy-bargy as Ben sliding for that chicane.
Yeah, Tuna got
Max,
past.
sorry Joel, I was just going to say Max 1.4 behind this group, so he's still got a chance of a podium here today.
Yes, yeah,
Ooh,
there's only 3 laps though.
Yeah, and Tuna getting close to DRS range off the top 2, which is surprising. I thought the top 2 would just peel away at this point. Tuna using a lot of ERS on that lap, and it might pay off here. If he can just get one more 10th under his belt, it's tantalizingly close, and yeah, he's in DRS range as Noah ahead. Big lockup, and that'll help Tuna just to get this gap under control, and he can use the next couple of laps just to regain some ERS and maybe attack for the win here. Tuna is not out of it. Oh, and look at it, Joel. It's P1 to P7 now in the DRS train. So this is going to go down to the wire with 3 laps left after this one. This is not over yet.
Interesting to see if Noah's going to want to make a move here. He's deploying battery, so you'd think he probably will take the lead if he wants. Although he's pretty far behind, to be fair. He's not going to be anywhere near close enough.
And Tisto starting to drop off here again, 1.1 from P4 to P3. That might suit Max, as Max goes around the outside through the final corner and into the first corner. He's on the inside line. Looks like he's going to use that superior grip of the mediums. Will they hold? And they will indeed, but Ben is fighting around the outside. He's not going to let this go too much, as Max employing some ERS just to seal the deal. He is up to P5.
Good move there on the mediums. So yeah, you said he's got a good chance of a podium, maybe P4 at most now, unless Tisto can get back in the DRS range of Chinari.
Oh, and I just saw Tisto hit the wall there. I don't think any damage, but you don't want to do that too often. But yes, some great racing on display in Tier 1 as always. And Max looking to set up another move here, and he's got Tisto ahead, who's not got DRS. Max might be a bit too far back. 5/10 as we hit the DRS line. DRS now open. He might actually get it because Tisto looks like he's out of ERS. And Max happy to stay behind for now, but this is where he did the move on the previous lap to Ben, coming up to this final corner, and Max is employing ERS. I think he's going to go for another move here in the turn 1. He might be a bit too far back here, but he can see the flashing light of the car ahead. That will spur him on as he does try to go for the inside line. The door is left open. He tries to go for it, but Tisto able to hold on for now.
So 2 laps left and 2 more chances on the main DRS straight for the leaders to swap positions. The top 3 still in this, although Tuna is falling back a little bit. You want to make sure he's definitely in DRS zone going on to this back straight.
And you got Christian just storing up all the ERS, 84%. He's leading the race. He's not having to use too much to defend here, which suits him nicely. And he knows, yeah, he's almost got 100% ERS. He's saving it all up. He knows what's coming. And I think he's safe this lap, as Noah is using up quite a bit of ERS down this long straight. He's using it all up, in fact. Noah going for the move here. I think, is he too... No, he should get it done, I think. No, Christian able to use some of that ERS and defend. And we got Max as well. Max up to P4, but Tisto and Persigelli going out of Persigelli. Inside line, and forces Tisto almost into the wall. And that allows Ben through as well. Ben with a penalty though, but Tisto losing out massively there. About, I think it was 2 or 3 positions in one sequence of corners. And this is it, last lap. Joel Christian leading the charge. Noah very, very close on the back of him. Tuna is dropping off, and I think Max is going to have to settle for P4 at this point.
Yeah, and let's ride on board for the rest of the lap with Noah, see what he can do, trying to save his ERS up, but also staying close enough to Christian. And if he can find himself 5 tenths behind at the start of the back straight, he's got a very good chance of taking the lead. But it's proved tricky because there's a lot of dirty air through this section that they're coming up to now. This is going to be crucial to get the braking zone spot on and good traction. Christian has done his job. Noah is just outside 7 tenths now. He's going to have to deploy everything he's got in his battery and DRS, and it looks like he's going to be too far behind, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it looks like Christian did everything he needed to do. He's a wise old head. And yeah, made it look easy. It seems to be a common theme with him this season. He's putting in a lot of practice laps behind the scenes, and it's paying off. P1 for Christian is cross line. Noah P2, and it's good result for Mercedes. Tuna P3. Max, the newcomer, P4 driver of the day contender there, I would say. Persigilli picking up P5 in the end. Ben P6, Tisto P7, and that was with some time penalties in the bag for him. Kid gets P8 in the end, and that is with a drive-through, so that's not too bad for him. Some points for Ferrari. And Flash with 10-second penalty, P9. So actually, Eagle Ghost is looking like he's going to take P9 here. Yeah, and Tim Hunter got it spot on, as he says in chat. He did predict Christian Noah Tuna podium, so we will send you a t-shirt next millennium.
When Wimpy returns. There we go.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Cool. Please enter the interview channel if you'd like an interview. We'll do 1 or 2 and then we'll be off. Yenab is in the interview channel, and well, I feel like he's going to kick off if he doesn't get an interview, even though he didn't race. So,
Okay.
hello Yenab, you're in the interview channel live on SLR. How was your race?
Yeah, man, what's up, guys? I'm gonna ask the question in return. How was your race, man?
Hey, man.
Hey, man. You good?
Why didn't you race, Janab? Very disappointed.
He was on a
What
date.
do you mean, why didn't I race, man? You know? I can ask you the same question, man.
Have you seen? Oh yeah. I mean, bring back tier 4 and I'll race.
Well, you know, I'm not the tier 4 racer. I'm not a tier 4 driver. I'm here to win tier 1. And I didn't do that today. It's just the reality of it, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, gotta prepare for next week. Gotta do better, man.
Maybe start by turning up.
Yeah, man. You know, next week I won't have some random foreigner sleeping in my house. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. See you
No,
later.
we had some house meeting with Yonti sleeping here, and yeah, we went around, and that's why. But we were also watching the race together, man.
Oh,
Gotta give
cool.
some little shout out to you guys' commentary. And,
Oh, we appreciate it.
yeah, congrats to Christian, of course, and nice podium by Tuna and Noah as well.
The Geogusser boys dominating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when Tuna made the prediction that Haas finishes ahead of Mercedes? Yeah, man. Nice podcast by you guys.
Cool.
Thanks, man.
We see each other next week, man. I promise.
Yeah, see you later, kangaroo.
Viva la Vegas.
Bye. Let's bring Christian, who did actually race. Hello, Christian.
Veldig ingenting der helt sikkert. Oh, sorry.
Oh, mid-conversation. It's always fun when that happens. Well, you won.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you followed that far.
Chief, please
Yeah.
help me.
Pull Bailey up. Pull Bailey up as well. He was,
Yeah,
he was
Bailey-
with me. He was with me.
Billy's good. Billy, interview Christian, please.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, go on, son.
So, Christian, it was an okay drive once again. You know, not fun to watch, if I'm honest. But you know,
Oh
you
no,
got the
it's
job
flipping
done in
boring,
the
that's for
end.
sure.
A further 7 points lead after losing 8 points in the sprint race. So you lost a point overall in Vegas
Oh
there.
dear.
So actually, not a net gain. How do you think that's going to affect your season coming into Qatar?
Well, it's obviously a very, very bad weekend. Jesus Christ, Wednesday. Sorry. I'm gonna lay down and cry. I think, and just losing the championship three seasons in a row. It's hurting my ego, obviously, and
Yeah. I mean, and I'm not even there, so it's just even more embarrassing. The
yeah.
fact they got
Get a load of
losing,
yourself.
they got
Get-
losing points, and I'm not
Shut
even
up!
there.
Shut
I mean,
the hell
it's
up!
just,
Yeah. Wait,
like,
how many points behind are you now?
can you really count that if I haven't
And you got
been
given
there?
a podium in Monza, so there's
You
that.
mean
So
I got
you should have
barely
been
given
on 0
these
points.
stewards,
You
these
should have been on
stewards,
0.
the stewards
You
saw
should
what
have
was
been on
right. The
minus
stewards
points.
saw sense and
Yeah.
decided not to award me that penalty, which I think was absolutely fair and in no way violated the SLR.
And I got slapped in the
League
face
Racing
with
rules.
5 seconds for
Well, you know what? Drive cleaner.
kissing Noah. It
Drive
was a love
cleaner.
kiss.
We're not talking about Monza though. We're talking about Vegas.
Yeah, sorry.
So I know how you felt when Noah overtook you. You were terrified, you know, oh my god, I'm gonna lose, oh, I'm gonna lose. So do you just wanna tell everyone else how you felt in that moment as well?
It's just the small concern and thought that he might have some insane pace. He was just hiding behind me. So I could have. I mean, if he pulled more than 6 cents away, which he thankfully didn't, I would have needed a new seat because there would have been shit all over the place. But
You can't swear. This is the SLR broadcast, man.
that's not a swear word.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a driver's allowed to swear.
Oh,
I
here
don't
we
get the swear
go.
card.
Okay.
So okay.
Well, that was
Alrighty then,
entertaining. Apparently, when are you back, Bailey? Don't say too soon.
I don't know.
What's going
I
on?
don't-
Why aren't you?
I mean, my wheel's gone. I don't have a wheel.
Get a new
It's
one.
being fixed.
Oh,
Okay, Joel. Yeah, you're gonna send me the 500 quid for a new one.
yeah, probably not.
It's getting fixed. Don't you worry. Christian's winning streak will eventually end.
Okay,
when
well,
I come
I'm
back.
No, it won't.
apparently
No.
I'm warming your seat for the next however long it is. So don't get it fixed.
You
by
are
next
welcome.
week.
Score Red Bull some points.
I'll try not to pee in your seat.
So Christian's domination will end when I come back, whether it be
Oh,
from
it'll end
pace
next
or a
week when I
dive bomb.
return.
Yeah.
You're
Do a
laughing.
solid for the Red Bull, Joel. Get him out.
There we go.
Christian, I just
Gee,
have one last question.
Yeah, go on.
I heard through the grapevine that you had a very handsome, very cool, and very, very amazing person, you know, just coaching you through the race. Is that true? I
Yes,
feel like yeah.
that is Annika behind me actually. When you
Okay.
yeah, that's a good,
Yeah.
that's a good point. No, okay. I
You know
just
how I
wanna,
say how it is.
I wanna say, I just wanna, you, with all the shit Bailey talks and what, oh, you're gonna win the championship easy, left and right, and blah blah blah. And
Wait,
he's so
what?
unfortunate. He's been sitting here for an hour and a half, helping me through the race and everything, and then all of a sudden when we get in the interviews, he just throws all the shit at me and like, oh.
I don't know what it's all about.
No,
Delete the recording.
secretly he loves me. That's what I'm
Just
trying to say.
no,
I
just
know. I
delete the
thought
recording.
is that, and I've got one more question. Will you marry me? I thought that was coming, to be honest. But it wouldn't have surprised me.
No,
There we go.
It's
Well,
too soon.
she's sitting right behind me, but yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm
yeah,
so
yeah.
sorry, Mrs. Christian. Please disregard my last statement.
It's okay. Annika's aware of our special friendship. So.
Yeah, she is.
Cool.
I'm a bit too aware of theirs as well. So.
Okay, let's stop there.
Yep.
See you next week, Christian.
PG.
On track.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
You better watch out.
Hopefully you're gonna be behind me. No, in front of me.
If I'm directly
Why would you
behind you,
hope
it'd be
that?
pretty good, wouldn't it? So.
Well, a lap down, obviously, but
No,
Oh,
no ghosting, mate.
I'm sorry. I apologize profusely. I'm sorry.
Cool. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Bye. Oh my days. I'm kind of
That
tired
was
now.
interesting.
Yeah.
Let's bring in Max. I want to bring Max. Max, we haven't spoke to Max, and he had a.
Super Max.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, you had a pretty solid race out there today. Bit of an unknown going into this one, but any friend of Jammy is probably going to be very fast. And you showed a lot of pace today. Went for the hard medium strat in the end. Were you thinking that you had a chance in for the win today? Because we were thinking that gap was going to come down pretty quickly, but just didn't work out in the end. P4 in the end, though. Great result.
Yeah, I lost too much at the start of the race. I lost like 3 or 4 positions and the DRS as well. Yeah, that pretty much messed my race up. But other than that, bit of carnage in the sprint and just taking it easy has worked out well. Yeah. Today was actually the first time I drove this track in this game, and I don't want to do it again. So I'm happy it's over.
Okay, are we going to see you in future SLR races? Because I definitely enjoyed seeing you on track today.
It depends with my work schedule. Sometimes I have to work at this hour, sometimes not, like today. So it's fully dependent on that. But I hope to.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was very impressed. As I say, I think he started P7, ended P4 in the end. And in Tier 1 in SLR, like these guys that you're beating today were pretty fast. I'm sure you recognize that. You're pretty fast yourself. But yeah, driver of the day performance potentially. We'll put it to the vote. Your name will definitely be in there. But GG on that performance. That was pretty solid. And look forward to seeing you in future races, Max.
Yeah. Have a nice evening.
You too. Enjoy it.
Maybe in a few weeks again.
Let's go. Look forward to it. Yeah, so we'll see you soon, hopefully. Let's bring in Tuna just to. Yeah, let's have a look. Tuna, you finished P3 in the end. Looked like you had pace out there today. Sprint race, how'd it go for you? Give us a overview of the feature as well.
Well, the sprint was pretty good, as you saw. I kind of got binned on like, I know what lap it was, but anyway, I got binned. But somehow I had actually quite decent pace in the sprint, so I was able to get back to the front, and then yeah, I don't I don't know really. I don't know what happened. There was a lot of carnage and stuff. But yeah, I got P2 with a no P1, so that was really good. The actual race was not that good. I had a gap on Christian after the undercut, and I mean on the first couple of lefts he wasn't really gaining, so I was confident that I could keep the gap for at least a little longer. But I don't know, John Wick overtook me back, even though he's a pit stop behind. So I lost like a second because of that. But it is what it is. And after that, in the train, I didn't really have any confidence anymore, because it's like I'm bad at driving in fucking traffic like that. But anyway, still got P3 somehow, which is, I guess, best I could hope for, because I mean, Noah and Christian were both quick and they had better tires. So
Yeah, that it. Whenever you came out of the pits, you had John Wick you had to navigate. He was on the old tires that you had to pit. That seemed to be where you lost a lot of time to Christian. You had that gap to Christian, but whenever you came up against John Wick, then that gap decreased and he was within DRS range. And then next thing we knew, he was past you. Like, what happened with John Wick there?
well, I passed him after the Mickey Mouse section because he was just going so slow. But I guess the problem was that I didn't have much ERS. But yeah, I burned it all on the back straight, but still he got past just before the corner, and then obviously because he's on old tires and everything, he kind of just parks it. So I can't overtake him there, can I? So I lose like 1 second, and then when we come out of the corner, Christian is already past me, actually. So that was really nice. And then, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah, but some solid points for the Mercedes today. So P2, P3. So constructors looks good. Christian is on some good form at the minute, but if anyone's going to challenge him, it's going to be one of the Mercedes guys or maybe Persigelli. But solid race today. Didn't work out in the end for the win, but P3, got to be happy with that.
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, it's a shame I can't really challenge Christian at all on any races, but maybe that'll happen at some point. I don't know.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us in the commentator booth. We need to move on quickly here, as we have. Oh, just for a moment. Anyway, Joel, driver of the day recommendations. What do you reckon?
Max probably.
Max. Yep.
Yeah.
Tim Anders says Christian. I know you like to put the winner up for driver of the day, so maybe add him to the mix.
No. Only when it was good, and this was boring. So.
Well, I thought it was exciting enough. Yeah.
Oh,
but
the race was, yeah, but. There we go.
But we need a third name for the driver of the day pick.
Oh yeah. Don't know. Ben.
I think, yeah, I think Ben. I was going to say Ben as well. Kickstarter up to P6. Managed to keep up with the top guys for pretty much all the race. Yeah, so we'll go with that. Ben, Christian, and Max for driver of the day. So we'll put that up for the vote in the Discord. And yeah, that's it. Another race in the bag. Christian wins. Mercedes guys come out tops in the team constructor standings. And new guy Max making waves, but looks like he won't be racing in the foreseeable future. Might see him in a few races time though. But yeah, that was Las Vegas in the bag for Tier 1.
Make sure you join us tomorrow for Tier 2. And next week we do it all again at Qatar, following the real life calendar. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Like, subscribe, and